What's up, everybody? Fern2Play, day 88, and let's get you guys caught up on where we're at. So, really quick, I wasn't sure if I was going to do this. There was the Bounty Deck of Fate, which had a bunch of 2X's going on. We did end up pulling. I ended up pulling 20 shards when it was all said and done. There was like an hour left in it, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna pull. I was just gonna 10 pull is what I wanted to do. So 10 pulled it, got rare taxed, 10 rares, and then I'm like, all right, I'll do one more 10 pull, and whatever it is. Like, we were just looking for an epic. We were already 69 shards in prior, then 79 shards in. I'd open up Helper, but Helper's been crashing the game a lot recently. But we ended up pulling this guy right here, Brachus the Shifter. So at some point we are going to use him. So I got him on like shard 83 or something like that. And then we also, right after, we also got Ruella. And Ruella is the next champion that's going to be 6-starred on my account. So we, like I said, we only pulled 20 total. We were sitting at 81 at the time. So I got myself down to 61. I want to leave the Ancients for the next 2X because it's most likely going to pair up with the Fusion. So I want to make sure we have that. We are not going to pull here. Honestly, the only way it would have been of interest is if like these were also doubled right here. That's the only way that would have been of interest. But let me get you guys caught up because we've actually progressed the mission. So we went through, we finished up champ training. We ended up in a spot where we got bad relentless gear. It was like rare 5-star. We weren't in a great spot for it. But right now the focus is we've kind of taken Bellower, who is our farmer. We put that gear on Brachus, who I don't know yet what we're going to do with him. I really don't know. I'm most likely going to take him up. It's a lot of books. It's a lot of books. And what I should have done, and I didn't realize this, is I don't think this passive, I already ascended him to 3-star, and I probably shouldn't because this needs 2 books. And if I left it unascended, I don't need that cooldown to go to 5. It's just, that's not necessary. But now if I go to book them, it opened this up. So now there's a potential that the books land there, and I need more books. And this guy needs a lot of books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 books. That's a lot of books. That's a lot of books, and it might be a big reason why we don't book them. I am seriously debating booking my Wukong. So, real quick, what I did with Wukong, and I've gone over this in another video, is I moved him into Relentless gear. I have crit rate gloves over here, and it's got some decent, like there's no speed here, but it's got accuracy, it's got crit damage, so it's doable. It did roll flat. I wish this was an attack percentage. That would have been nice. All right, I have attack percentage. Chest. Alright, had some speed, had some crit damage. So with this being crit rate gloves, I can go, I don't need to go get crit rate as hard. We have speed boots here, which at some point we'll try to just see if this ends up rolling like a speed or an attack percentage. We'll be happy with either. We'd be happy with accuracy. If accuracy ascends here, we'd be really happy with that. But it's got some attack percentage, got some crit rate, and it didn't roll great, but hey, you know what? Like, this is the gear I have. And then, I finally had some good pieces. Like, I've gotten some luck. I haven't had a ton of luck. I've gotten a lot of relentless gear, and a lot of it's trash. But I've gotten some really good pieces like this. And so we got him here. This is still a 4-star helmet. I would love to get this to be something better right now, but we kind of need it because it's got everything we kind of need. Maybe I could lose speed. Maybe I could look for speed, crit rate, accuracy on that helmet. Like, Don't need that. See, it needs the crit rate. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's using the 5, so it needs a crit rate, and that's a 4 anyway. Like, so I'm kind of hurting in this area right here. And then another pretty good piece. It didn't roll that great, honestly. Like, 2 in the defense, but it's Relentless Gear. It is an accuracy banner. Obviously, we can go get a better accuracy banner at some point in time. That can't be that much better because it only rolled 1 and 1, so it's the same thing. This at some point I would love to. Oh, excuse me. I would love to get. So a crit damage amulet, which I would love to go get, like accuracy here. I would sacrifice this attack here for more accuracy. We have his accuracy right now at 256. I would like it a little bit higher, but you know what? Like, I eventually get a crit damage amulet, hopefully 6-star that double rolls or triple rolls accuracy. Boom, goes on him. Get a 6-star accuracy banner that's got speed and attack percentage. Like, I got more accuracy there. Like, now I'm pushing up to 300. Our Great Hole, we're sitting at 9, so this will be the last one. So we have another 10 coming. So it's getting the job done for now, and I just use him in so many different areas. And honestly, he hits pretty hard. So that's why I'm thinking maybe it's not the worst for me to go in and do this. So I'm running him here in Ice Golem, and he's putting in a lot of work. I'm also now, because of Ruella, I'm actually able to do stage 20 Fire Knight. So let's do a quick run. I mean, I've seen it fail here or there. It's more wave. Like if I just get really poor RNG on the wave. Well, let's run this real quick, so just so you guys could see it. So, and she's only a 5-star. She will eventually get moved up to a 6-star. She's going to be the next champ sent to 6-star. Alright, so she's going to get taken down, and then boom, we're good. Probably lose her one more time. So right now my goal, I'm sorry, excuse me. My goal right now is to get masteries. I got some masteries on Ruella and Armiger, but it's definitely to get them both some more masteries. Ooh, that was a smoke job. Yeah, so we're good. We're gonna win this, like, cause these two things, it slows the run. These two, but they can't kill either my. They can't kill any of my champions. So as long as I could handle the waves, like, we're good. And then this team runs pretty smoothly here, unless it gets like really poor RNG. So right now she's not booked. Man, But once she puts that down, it's game over. It's literally game over. It's like I don't know if there's enough RNG for me to lose. But as I say, it is a raid. So I don't have. So Armiger is kind of set to. He'll use his A2, which is the enemy attack, but it's got to be like it's got to be like under 30%. So boom. So I think it's between this bar. If it's before this bar, he'll use his big nuke, and we like when he does. But as you can see, man, it just goes. Listen, it's not super fast, and that's fine. So I wish that he used it there. I don't want to prio because it's not always best for me to prio, but that's my best time is 3:21. And again, she's only a 5-star right now, so we'd like to get some masteries. So I actually slowed down Deacon just a little bit. He was at like 250 or 251. And I actually slowed down my Haskell rule just as he was at 231, and I made sure that I kind of put some of that gear on Ruella. So I do need a little bit more accuracy. That would be nice. 216, it's getting the job done. I wish she had a little bit more. So we have another 10 coming from the Great Hall. Plus, I think I could do that right there. I could probably put a better glyph there. Better glyph there, and we just don't have a banner, a usable banner. I guess I could roll out to 12 just to see if speed goes, but eventually that's coming off. But getting her was huge, and I actually do wonder, I do sometimes think the game is coded to kind of give you champions that help you. I was not getting past Fire Knight 16, and yet I got 2 champions. This is actually a good Fire Knight champion. I don't know if he's going to be better. Maybe he is, because this is a 6-hitter right here. This is a 6-hitter. This is a 3-hitter, and that's just a single hit. Let's see what the cooldown. That's a 4-turn. That's a 3-turn. So. With Giant Slayer, I mean, it could be interesting, but I don't know about the waves, if he could help on the waves, where Wukong really helps on the waves, especially in the Relentless gear. When he gets on a tear, he wipes out the waves pretty quickly. Let's see. So Arbiter still, she's where she's at. She'll get a little bit more speed from the Ascension, and then I have that right there. So she's gonna get a lot more speed coming at some point too. Unfortunately, it's just attack, but hey, you know what? We'll take it. So yeah, she's going to be upgraded very, very soon because champ training is going on right now. Let's also give you another update. So we will go for this Lego buck. We waited for Champ Chase to open up. We progressed our missions and then fused Relic Keeper. So that was 250 right there. We'll see. I don't know if I can get to that epic buck, but we might try for it. Honestly, just through mystery shards, we may try for that. So on missions right now, we got a lot of gems coming up. So we're really happy about that because I actually did start going into my gems to get some masteries. So because I put Bellaware's gear on Brachus to get him, that's where he is as a 5-star right now. No amulet, and we could really use an attack ring. We're kind of hurting there, but. So I had to switch up my build here, and I decided to go completely different. Instead of having that fast build 7-second, I just went full tank mode. I went full tank mode here, and so we could one-shot waves. And it's a very small percentage chance that the Lord Shazar still stays alive. But again, he's not maxed out. Again, no banner. Like, I still have some banners for some people. Like, but attack percentage boots, attack percentage chest, crit damage glove, only 5-star. This rolled fantastic right here. I mean, this rolled like fantastic. I bet at some point that comes off of him. I would not be surprised. And I wouldn't be surprised if both these pieces end up coming off of him at some point. These are really good. Really, really good pieces. He is already at... I do have this, so I don't want that to roll crit rate, so we're not really going to roll that yet. And then I put that on him here. So he's ready to hit. You know, so we have him at 3,500 attack and 230 crit damage. And again, there's a small chance. Like, I don't know if you guys know how this works, but like how you hit champions, how you hit opponents is like there's a middle ground, and then that can vary like a certain percentage. I can't remember what the percentage swing is, but it's the same percentage that it can go up from that middle ground. It's the same percentage it can go down from that middle ground. So with all things being equal, you have your natural hit, and then not like once defense and everything's taken into consideration, there's still a variance within that hit where it can be a hard hit for a certain percentage, or it could just be a little bit weaker of a crit hit at a certain percentage. And that weakest one still will keep that Lord Shazar around on the A1. And what I noticed, which was I found really weird, once you get him to 3,500 attack, so his skills, so I also got masteries because I wasn't getting the waves. I went in, I got masteries for him, started getting Ruella. She's got some masteries, started working on, again, we're not doing fusion, so I was like, I'm going to use some gems here. Started getting some on him, but we wanted to get some masteries here. I wanted to get this because, I had to because I needed to get this, but like, so we got that because this will increase attack a little bit more because this is an attack piece right here. It's not a lot more, but at least it adds some sort of percentage. And then this right here increases damage inflicted by 6% in arena and 3% in all locations for each enemy killed. So he gets an extra 12% by the time he gets to the last wave. He needed that because this wasn't getting it done. It wasn't getting it done on a consistent basis where it was killing that Lord Shazar. And with this speed, what ultimately happens is the other champions go, and then it's like a 10-second run. So instead of the consistent 7-second run that I was running on the speed before where it wasn't killing him, like I was like, man, I need him to one-shot. And again, he will once I get this. But what I noticed is this is a 3-turn cooldown. This is a 4-turn cooldown, okay? When he had under 3,500 attack, he always went with this. So even though we had the mastery of Cycle of Violence, which had a 30% chance to increase the cooldown, what was happening is he was proccing this on at less than 3,500. He was proccing this skill on wave 1. And yes, even though the decreased cooldown would hit, even if it hit on wave 2 again, it wasn't going to be ready. It wasn't going to be ready for wave 3. But for some reason, once you get over 35 attack, then he opens on wave 1 this one. So what's really unique is all he needs is 1 decreased cooldown by wave 3 for this to proc again, and this hits so hard that it's going to wipe the wave. So you want to make sure that this ultimately, because you can't rely on that, ultimately you got to get it to a point. If you're going to go damage build, again, this is like, there's very little speed on this guy. He's at 121. Very, very little speed. It's attack percentage boots. It is just, I'm here to nuke. We can go get Great Hall. We could go get 20% more crit damage here. We can go get 25 ultimately here. We're not going to. Unless we start getting another Void Legendary, that like if we had a Seer or a Seer, that I'm building like a Seer team, then I'll start prioritizing that. But right now he's not a priority. Really, it's just finding that banner or getting this eventually up, I think. So this will be my test. I want to see what happens if this goes under 35, and but we're just so hurting on silver that I'm just not going to try it yet. I'm not going to upgrade it yet, though. Is it artifact enhancement? Yeah, it's still going on. So you guys, let's run a quick. Let me see where I'm at. Let's run a quick. And we'll go over Helper. Right now, Helper's crashing like crazy, so I'm not using it. It's causing the game to crash, and I don't know why, and they don't know why. I've gone to the Discord a lot. They can't figure out why when you run Helper, the game will crash. And it's been a lot of crashes, like a lot of crashes. So let's see, we need... So my champs are ready to go. So let's get all these guys out of here because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. So let's go get this. And then we'll just run it real quick and I'll show you. The first one's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. We have enough. Alright, so again, for my 1 stars, this is how I run my 1 stars. So I could have put a preset team in. I actually think I might have some. Yeah, I have one set up. I'll just delete that. Because I was testing it earlier. So this way is fine. This is just, this is hard mode. But see how we opened up with the A2 instead of the A3 there? So we'll come here, and then he was using the A3 here, which we don't want. We want that. So did he get a? No, he didn't get a cooldown, but he wiped out that champion. I think the champion's got like the Lord Shazar. He's got like 19,000, like 500 health or something like that. And I do think I have a hit that hits at like 19,000, like 200. Like I think his lowest threshold that he'll hit is, so that got a decreased cooldown. So boom, he's ready to just use that, and it just smokes him at 32. So again, there's that small, like it leaves like a sliver of health left. But it's not, honestly, it's not the end of the world, because even if the other champions get a turn, like it's like he has such little health left that these 1-star champions will kill the Lord Shazar anyway. So it ends up being like a 7-second run. And again, once I get like a banner or something with some sort of attack going, like we're fine. But see, 3,200, I mean, it's not even come close. Anytime he gets a decreased cooldown, it's an automatic 6-second farm. So there, 19,900, right? That wasn't, and again, I've seen a little bit lower than that, but that's enough to kill that champion. But it does stink to not have Helper. I'm not gonna lie. Like champ training, like I don't know. I hope they get it fixed. I really do. But as you see, we pulled so many rares. We only got out of 20 on the 2x. It was 2x ancients when I pulled. We did get a legendary, so we can't. It was again like Shard 83, is what we ended up finally getting our legendary on. And I think outside of like maybe 11 shards, we've only pulled on 2 X's. And then, you know, to only get 1 epic in 20 is not really good. But hey, I'll take Ruella. We need her for Fire Knight. She can help me a lot for Fire Knight. Oh, and before I forget, let me do these champions real quick. Let me get them up, and I'll show you what else Ruella helped me do. Let's go do this real quick before I forget. And again, as long as he opens up with that A2, we're happy. And again, it's like once he got up to 3,500 attack, see how like that was only 27,000, and we saw 32,000 earlier. So like it's the same attack, but there's variance within a certain threshold that goes above or beyond. It's a certain, I don't know, like 6%, 10%. I can't remember what it is. Let's go do this real quick. I don't understand why it can't show up on this side. I really, like, everything's on this side. Why wouldn't they have those things show up on this side? Alright, but this is also where Ruella helped me. Oh, so what else I did? Because I've been telling you guys I wanted, so this will lead into Ruella, but I'm going to show you some other things that I did last champ training, where we ended up getting, I doubt, let's see if it's still up. Is it still up? Yeah, alright, so here it is. So we ended up getting 6th. This guy, this was at 7,500, and this guy took the gems over the epic book. So, and I didn't want to push. It just wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it for me. So we ended up with bad gear here. But to get this epic book, what we ended up doing was we moved up DJ, and I really want to farm the middle stage of Dark Fate, because I don't think we're beating the next stage of Bommel. I just don't think it's going to happen. But how did I beat Bommel the first time? What I had to do was, how I was beating Bommel 10 was, it was fine in a regen gear with DJ, but I needed to move it up. So what I also had to do, which I was really kind of upset about, but I had to also spend 150 gems to redo the masteries here. So I've already redone his masteries because I originally built him out like endgame Deacon, just being an old endgame player. Then I was like, well, I need Deacon for clan boss, so I actually need to build damaged clan boss Deacon. So I switched that and got the free re. But like this right here, this Evil Eye was getting me rocked by Bommel. Him dropping that 1 extra bomb, my team couldn't take it. So I had to go spend 150 gems to redo his mastery just to turn Evil Eye off. And then I had to get DJ up to 6-star, get enough health into her, and get enough regen gear into her. And I may even remove the regen gear and just go, honestly, just HP percentage. I don't even know if I have HP percentage. I might just do this when it's all said and done. Or I might just find, because that stinks. Let's see if I have anything that's halfway decent. Let's try that on, and then let's see if I do have a speed boot for that. Which I'm really hurting on my Immortal. Alright, so that's minus 30, but it's going to get what? It's going to get plus 35, so that would make her faster. Regen gun, the resistance is completely gone. But I don't know if that keeps her alive a little bit longer, because she can't take the nuke. But like, so what I ended up doing, I put that on to do Bommel. And this is the team I ran. And in that Guardian gear, she ended up getting absolutely smoked by the bombs. But what it ended up doing is it kept, I think, these three alive somehow. And it was long enough. And then once this guy gets going on Bommel, like, he can get going. Especially if he's got that defense down, like, and the leech that this guy put out there, like, he can get going. And especially in the relentless gear, like, I just needed to beat it once. We eventually might build out Birangiri. I do have Birangiri. Maybe we just build him out for this. He's here somewhere. I just don't have really good regen gear. Well, I need to put something on him here. I don't even know what was here. I do know what was there. Try that on, and then we're just gonna look for just something with some speed. It's alright, I'll figure it out later. I also lowered her speed. She had 6-star boot, 6-star boots. I ended up putting that on Ruella. She's rocking some 6 stars. So that's how I beat Bommel. And honestly, like, it wasn't pretty. It was pretty much Wukong left, and he was just getting enough hits and taking care of enough business. So then I had Scarab, and Ruella was huge. And the fact that I had... This is what stinks about CVC. And, like, personally for me, like, Bommel's really hard. Like, but I do think it's doable. Like, I think I have a better chance of building my next stage of Bommel than I do Scarab. Scarab is so niche. If you don't have shield champions or you don't have blood shield, like, you're in trouble. You're just in trouble. So I was really lucky. I actually think, like, this last CVC, this dropped, which was huge. Huge for me on Bommel. What I also had was... He's got it as well. So I ended up going with Armiger. Right now he's not in the build. How long is this on for? Oh, alright, so that's kind of scary. But hopefully Scarab, I don't know what I do here. So I had excuse me. I had Destroy Gear on him. He had Destroy Gear, and his goal was just to get the shield down enough. So I also brought him in. I didn't go resistance build. I probably could. And maybe that's what we do on the next phase of Scarab. So why did I go with him and thinking I need to go resistance? This right here revives 2 random allies with 25% HP and 25 turn meter. Also places a shield buff on all revived allies for 2 turns. So why that's kind of important is if I can go high resistance with him, and he can just not get the provoke at all, not so much worry about the accuracy, but not get the provoke at all. What that'll allow me to do is, again, once Wukong kind of gets going, he gets going. And then as she gets going, as she turns back to turn meter, if it's Armiger that dies and then he revives, unfortunately every time he hits, but because he only hits with one thing, so he can revive. And if I have this set up, unfortunately if it's in Relentless, like, there is a chance, like, he revived, like, it was almost a close run because he revived and then procced another turn, and then procced another turn again and attacked. And I was like, really? Like, you had to go get the attack in there. You couldn't just let it be. But if he can get the revive off, then Armiger gets back. He's got the shield on for 2 turns. Now the turn meter starts again with Ruella, and if that can just get the shield down a little bit more, it's probably going to give enough to Wukong to take down. It's a sketchy way to do it, but I think it probably gets it done. But again, he has to be in destroy gear. He has to be in destroy gear. It's just there's no other option. He has to be in destroy gear. He's got to be the one taking it down. I mean, maybe it's just because of the turn meter. Like, I was thinking, oh, maybe I could put Brackus in here if I get him with a 6-star, but it's because of this A1 and just between him and Ruella constantly keeping that spider back, or that scarab back. She's got the chance to land these right here, which just makes it super, super helpful. She's also got a speed boost if I need it. So the only problem is, because I only have one Shadowkin, one of them has to get it, and it's better for her to have it. It's just better for her, because I need her constantly. She's going to go the fastest, and she's going to decrease turn meter. So again, a lot of this would be simplified if I just had the Blood Shield accessories. Like, we're done. Once you have turn meter with your Blood Shield accessories, if you have turn meter champs and you have Blood Shield, you're done. You don't need a shield champ. You're done. You've beaten it. I promise you, you've beaten it. So the only thing is, and I'll tell you guys this, and I don't know if people have picked up on this, but she's my shield champ right now. I didn't want to run Deacon just because Deacon's too tanky and he doesn't have Blood Shield, and neither does she. Like, I don't have Blood Shield for her, but she's my shield champ. And if you have this right here, Phantom Touch, even if you have Blood Shield on all your champions and you don't have a shield champ, the first hit on Scarab, if it procs Phantom Touch, it registers that as no shield being up at the time. So it'll counterattack that first hit. But if it doesn't proc Phantom Touch on the first hit, it won't register it. The shield will be up, and now every time you attack afterwards, if Phantom Touch procs, you're fine. But it's weird that in order, if you have Phantom Touch, which we're probably going to put Ruella in Phantom Touch, unless we get a high enough blessing, we're probably going with Phantom Touch on her, just because she's going to hit so often on the Fire Knight that I just think that's better. And Deacon's already doing Cruelty, lowering the defense. So just her getting all those procs, I think, will be important. So you do need a shield champion in to start if you're going to have shield. So then we're still waiting. Today was Griffin. It didn't go as smoothly as we want, but we got it done. So then tomorrow again is Dark Fae, and now we could start getting those epic pieces with Dark Fae, and that's all we could ask for. Yes, it's only potential for 5-star gear, and 5-star gear is not the greatest, but this is a lot better than trying to get Savage gear at Fire Knight and running 3-minute runs all the time. 3.5 minute, sometimes 4-minute runs. Like, that's slow, that's long, that's not fun, that's not enjoyable. So I don't know, we'll see. We're gonna get Brackus up, and I'm gonna see how he does unbooked. We are gonna probably 6-star him, just to 6-star him. Where are we in challenges? We've completed almost everything. Outside of, we just haven't taken this yet because it is arena tokens, and just arena, man. Like, at one point I had 5 refills sitting here because I've gotten them from missions and stuff like that, and they're gone. They just disappear because arena kind of stinks. Like, PvP in this game stinks because all I could ever really do is fight this right here. This is all I could do. I mean, this is literally what practically what my classic and my tag looks like. This is it. This is it right here. I lost this one because I had an RSL crash. I had a helper crash. Lost this one. We would have won this one. Literally, it was about to smoke and boom, crashes on me. I was not happy about that, but it is what it is. Won this one. It's not often I find a 4-man team that I could beat. But that's my battle log right there. That's my battle log right here. I mean, this is literally arena. We did take down these, but I mean that's arena, man. That's what arena looks like nowadays. It's just really bad. It's just really, really bad. Yeah, that's fine there. That's fine there. So yeah, we're really happy, and again, we are not pulling our primals. I should have taken, because he's gonna try and sheep this guy. I know he is. I should have shown mine. I should have recorded, but I knew I was. Listen, I only went in. I'm saying I'm only gonna pull 10 just for my bounty deck of fate, which probably ran as bad as possible. So I got the lowest tier on. What are these chests? I got the common. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 7 were common. I mean, we did get this. I can't remember what I got off the top of my head. What did I get? I think I got this right here. I may have got an epic book, so it wasn't the worst. But just all common stuff. But like I said, I was like, I'm just gonna 10 pop it, get some stuff here, and when it was a rare tax, I was like, all right, one more 10 pop and that's it. Like, I wasn't going more than that, no matter what I got. If I double rare tax, like, I would have been like, that really sucks. But I'm not surprised. But we're not pulling this year. The only way we're pulling is if it matches up with a fusion, and this is 32 and that's 2. I don't care if that's 0.5. That's the only way I'm pulling primals. And I really hope they didn't switch it. Because this is just all this is it's a 2x. That's it. Like, and we're not getting enough of them to justify a 2x, which is not. We're not getting nearly enough. We would need a lot more to justify this. So what are we? What's the goal today? So yeah, on Fire Night, we're going to stop here. We're not going to run any more Fire Night runs. We're not going to push this. We're going to just push champ training for the next couple of days. We just want the legendary book. That's it. That's all we want. And then whatever we get on top of it. But, I mean, I'm sure people are going to go for Trunda here. And they're already, like, we're not going to go for it. We're not going to waste our resources. But we're going to try and get this legendary book when it's all said and done. Once we're done with that, we'll try to get this epic if we can. I don't think we'll be able to, but we'll try. You never know. You'll be surprised. You never know. Like, through mysteries, there might be something we could figure out. We are hurting on silver just because I was trying so hard to get him maxed. Reworking his gear, taking that old gear set off, like, that's why we're really hurting on silver right now. So I do need to do a lot of champ training. So that'll happen. Once champ training's done, we're going to start hitting up these, start collecting a ton of gems, Start moving so we can do all this, we can do all this, do all this. I mean, all this is doable. All of this is doable. Let's see, mix 10 superior void, so at some point we're gonna have to get over to the void keep. Reach gold 1 in classic, deal 15,000 damage on brutal. We could do all, the only one that may cause me an issue, see, we're already past that. Clear stage 15, clear stage 15. Send a magic champion to level 6. This is why I also don't ascend. Ascend a force, that's perfect. That'll end up being him. Who's my magic? Oh, him. She's my void, and he's my spirit. See, this is why I don't always ascend. I kind of knew those missions were coming up. Alright, let's see. Send a spirit. I think the only thing that I'm going to run into issues is send a force. Oh, boy, that's going to take... actually, that's not terrible. Alright, so we should get there next CVC. We have 39 damage to Demon Lord. Minimum difficulty nightmare. Only first chosen. What does that mean? Only first chosen diff counts? I don't know what that means. This is where it's going to get tough for me. Clearing stage 17 of Spider's Den. That's where we're probably in trouble. That's where we're in trouble, and I got to figure out something for Spider. What does this mean? Only first chosen different counts? I don't know what that means. But this and 17 are going to create a lot of problems for me. Like a lot of problems. Who would they attack there? Would they attack... What's his HP? Almost 31. Okay, I need to get his HP up if we're gonna end up going in there. Might be something we do, and then maybe start getting... Man, my banners stink. They're just so bad. I just don't have a burn champ. Like, I'm really hurting for a burn champ. I mean, he's okay. I mean, maybe we just build him out. I mean, he's just not that great. Each hit has 50% chance to place an HP burn. So what is that? That's with sniper. Ooh. I mean, it's like an 80% chance to land burns plus the 3%. Like, it's just not a great burn champion. I'm just really kind of hurting on burns. Really hurting. I don't have a burn champion. I don't really have the turn meter either. I have the stun. I have Haskarul. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's not like it's You know, there's some better stun champs out there. Or freeze. What is she? Yeah, so she's 100%. He is 95 with sniper, which is better than Hoskarul. Sorry about that. That was right by your... Yeah, I need to find a burn champion, like bad. I really could use a burn champion. So we might be stuck on missions for a little bit. We're gonna progress like a long ways through here, up until about right here. So towards this end right here. I wish they numbered them. So not that far from Arbiter. A lot of juicy gems over here. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of gems this time around, which we could use. We're kind of happy, really happy about that, because we are running short on gems right now. I used a bunch getting masteries on, starting to build the masteries here. But yeah, so that's the account, guys. Is there any other builds? Hoskarul again. I'm running him 224. Have 285 on the accuracy, 261 on the resistance, and again, we don't have any resistance in the Great Hall right now, so that's another 80 at some point one day. So this is great. He's so big for me in Ice Golem. He really just, like, again, he just manipulates that wave. We'll run real quick, just because it's part of the missions. I don't really want to use the energy, but. And again, this can fail also. It is Ice Golem. So missing that decreased defense kind of stinks, because I turned Deacons. Part of me is also really stupid. I didn't realize that I was running Wukong in the lead for the longest time. And his aura is speed in arena, not speed in all battles. So yeah, like it stinks. So I turned Deacon's A2 off, the decreased defense, so we save it for wave 2. But you see that, like, that's 80% right there, which, what's it, 85 with sniper? I can't remember what he's at. No, I think 80% is where he's at with the sniper mastery. Just imagine if I can get stun gear on him. But I mean, Wukong, this is why I'm thinking about just booking him. I mean, he just melts through these guys. And like, if I can get him to melt more, the only thing I would be worried about is him hitting the boss too hard. Oh, I love when we get that up there. So this is why, like, I have that high resist Hoskarul. I mean, look, he doesn't get anything on him. We don't want his accuracy being, like, we want him landing those stuns. So, you know, that's where he's at. I'm not happy he used that there, but it's not the worst. So again, this is Ice Golem. Oh wow, that had to have been a 3%, because I think, if I could have sworn, he had he had increased resist, so that had to have been a 3%. Oh man, we are not ready to go for this. Boom, there we go. I mean, he's so nice here, man. He's so nice. He gets turn meter boost when his allies get crit hit. He gets turn meter boost when buffs fall off. He gets turn meter boost when debuffs fall off. Like, I'm just trying to run him, and I did lose speed on him. And that's so. The other reason why I'm thinking about having him booked is getting that to even a higher percent chance. Oh no. What are we doing? Why did we attack? So that's like, it's just stupid RNG can cause my team to get smoked. I mean, I think we would have been alright. I think our team could have handled the full nuke. But, like I said, this team runs fairly. Oh, we'll keep that. That's 6-star. We'll definitely keep that. So that's the thing, like having this, which right now has a 25% chance of landing a stun, if I can get that to 50%, especially for Ice Golem there, on this Relentless build, you know, running it in that Fire Knight, honestly, like, unless I pull something good by the next CVC, I really think he's like my next build. I really think, like, I wasn't going to book him just because he gets the job done in Clan Boss. We haven't 2-keyed yet. We've gotten close. I ran it against Void today and I put up like 37. So I do think Force is going to be our best chance. Where's my team? So I had to run a third key. And the last key I just autoed it. I let it do whatever it wanted. But we are very close to getting to 2-key territory. We're very close to getting to 2-key territory or 3-key territory for Magic. But we are a long ways away from Multi Nightmare. We don't really have the chance for it. We need a lot more. Just a lot more. It's just not going to get it done. We're nowhere close to a 4-key on that. Nowhere close. I'm not even going to attempt it. I just don't really have the support champions to make it happen. With Ultra Nightmare, it's more about sustainability than it is popping out damage. I have some sustainability for Nightmare, but it's really just how fast can we pop out damage? Who could pop out damage? And that's why between these two, that putting decreased attack down every single time and him providing a little bit of help, like, it's really just keeping these two alive long enough to just pop up as much damage as possible. The one nice thing with him though is that, like, every time we get the I think we might have got it today also. Oh no. But it's like, use one rare against the Demon Lord. Like, it's, at least I have him there. So, yeah, let me see if there's anything else. Nothing's changing that build. Nothing's changing that build. Again, I have him right now in Instinct. So, he is getting... And this is, honestly guys, I don't have a banner here. Welcome to my account, just the account of no good banners. So that's accuracy, it's not even defense percentage, that's an accuracy banner. This is crit rate gloves. I could go get a little bit more, I could glyph that for him. what do I need? I need something big. Who has my highest one? Alright, so he needs 13 more. I actually, like, if I had the right glove, like, if I had another, let's say this wasn't on Bellower, like, I technically could run this in Fire Knight. Because he gets the 15% affinity boost. And I can go get more damage. Lose some defense, but I go get a lot more damage. But yeah, my gear is not the greatest. Do I have it in instinct? Yeah, there's a lot of speed. We don't want that. Again, we ended up going with this here. We could obviously make her a lot stronger. This guy keeps getting torn apart every single time. And then Faction Wars. I wish I could have showed you guys, but this team actually pushed really far. I got the stage 17, and the only reason I didn't do 18 is because I ran out of keys. So we beat this, which I've never beaten before. I think that might be, no, I think this was my second. Let's see. I may have beaten it here. I think I beat it here. I think I beat Wave 2 boss, and then it's the first one I beat the other day with Armiger now at a 6-star. So beat this. Honestly, between high res DJ and somewhat speedy Haska rule in Fearsome Presence stunts, like Fearsome Presence. I wonder if Phantom Touch. He lands a lot of stuns. I wonder if when he uses the A2, if Phantom Touch also procs, if that gives an opportunity to land a stun. Because he lands a lot of stuns. Like, he lands an insane amount of stuns. I actually do wonder if Phantom Touch also allows it for this to, I don't know, I'm not sure. What's this? This is 45 with Sniper. Oh, no, 45 with Fearsome Presence. So yeah, guys, that's I think that's it. I think this is for the. Again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll probably get the 10th one, and then Ruella's just gonna get moved up. She'll get moved up, but I gotta start getting the other chickens going. That's the key right here. And hopefully, man, they've been really gypping us. I did, just to let you know how short I was on silver, I've used 8 of these. Like, I went in hard. I went in really hard to get my bell where I needed to get him. Because if you're going to go with this build, it's an all or nothing. It is, if he doesn't do it, like, you're there, like, watching your team get attacked. You got bombs that can possibly land on you. Like, it really slows it down. So if you're going to go, like, if you go with the fast build and you just outrun everybody and you just get the 2 hits in, like, that's just easier. It's just boom, boom. Even if you have to do that every wave, like, it's still, nobody else is getting a turn. And it goes fairly quick and it's fairly consistent. This, if he doesn't, like, which he wasn't, so I was like, man, I have to, if I'm going to put this on Brackus, which I probably could have waited, but I didn't want to. Because he's, I mean, I'm using him a little bit, outside of him just leveling up there. You know, it's, we're hurting on silver, so this can't get here soon enough. We're gonna try and get some good clan quests, get our clan gold going, get you Carl. Hopefully it's energy, but we're gonna be short after that. So if it's an epic book, we're not gonna be able to get it. I'll probably prefer Carl over the epic book. I'm at 26. I really only have 1 epic I want to build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't want to go much further than 13. You just never know when you get a good epic and you need to book it right away. So, alright guys, well that's the video for today. I hope that's a good update for you guys. I don't think there's anything else I'm missing. We did do this, so I really think I'm done with Arena. I just don't see myself doing it anymore. We got this chest. It's not worth the time. Let's just put it this way. They would have to give me like 12 primal shards in here for me to do this. I'm not even joking. It would literally be like 12. It is not worth the time. So, let's see. Is there a fight here? But yeah, that's the video for today, guys. And again, tomorrow's a big day for me in this account, because I think tomorrow's what, day 89. And for those of you who don't know, that's the last time I'm gonna get a legendary book from the login. Day 89. Won't see a legendary book ever again from login. That's the last day. No legendary book. 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 There you go. Day 89, last day you get like that's how much Playroom doesn't care about you. That's how much. Thanks for playing the game for years and years and years. Keep dreaming if you think we're gonna give you a legendary book. So, alright guys, that's the video. I know I've said I've ended it 12 times now, but this is actually ending this time. I'll see you guys soon. I'll probably do another video probably pretty soon. I probably won't wait as long as I've waited recently, but it's also been the holidays and I've been traveling. But alright guys, I'll see you soon. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know. I'll talk to you soon.